Welcome back to Cryptopia, where we go over the wet and wild happening in NFT land. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in. Today we're talking about Squibbles. A request from a viewer for me to take a look at this. This was on one of my scam videos, so they want to find out all the information they can. So here I am. I Googled this. That's the first thing I did. Googled Squibbles NFT, and not a lot came up. This came up, their Twitter and their Discord. So the first thing that always gets me, and is always kind of a not a good look, is a lack of a website of any kind. When I don't see that, it's immediately one giant red flag. Again, I couldn't find this on much other places. I went to like IC Tools just to see if there was anything on there. And then I went to NFT Stats, see if there was anything on there. Nothing yet. So these guys have like a community-driven, Discord-driven, verified events checkmark. This is just to add insult to injury. It is also unverified. You take a look at their Twitter. They've got some cool stuff with their images here and there, and I'm not going to deny that. But again, looking at a following of 149,000 people is a lot. Even some of the best projects don't have a following of that magnitude. Take from that what you will. And their Discord isn't any different. If we take a quick look at something like Disto Apes, for example, right? You can see here they've got a channel, or they got a website. You can see that they got a white paper. You can go over here, and this is like, you know, neatly tidied all together. What looks rare: OpenSea, website, white paper, Discord, Twitter. Even these guys who have a pretty like significant following, they've got a lot of hype. They've got, you know, this animation thing going on. So I'm not even saying that this couldn't be faked. Ironically, I didn't even read this before. Zero use of rebuilt assets and animations for fake hype. I'm not even saying they could, because even they have it here that they could have faked it. But there's a lot of it seems a lot more realistic than, you know, anything else when you have like, okay, cool, 33,000 followers here. Their Discord has about a similar amount on there. They've got the white paper, which details all the information you need to know. They have a full website. So having those kind of things is extremely useful. These are like the stepping stones to, you know, creating a good and believable product that you have and project that you have for people. So we go back over to these guys. We're going to take a quick look at their roadmap. Again, no white paper of which to speak of across here. I don't think you guys can see that it's cut off, but there's no white paper listed here. I'm taking a second look right now, and I see absolutely nothing. So we're on the roadmap because it's all that they were offering. Phase 1. Our Squibbles Society. Building a strong and healthy community is the first step in ensuring a long-term success of our project. Having a powerful community that supports and backs the founding team, whoever they are, is essential in making certain we can accomplish all our goals. In our effort to establish a strong bond between the founding team and community members, we plan on hosting AMAs, organizing events, and maintaining 100% transparency at all time. By not having a website or a white paper for which you can read, our community will continue to grow and flourish. We could not be more excited to bring you along this journey to take your money. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. So, all right, whatever. That first one is kind of fine. It's whatever. It's just talking about kind of building the community up. And if what they're saying was real, that wouldn't be too bad. Having AMAs, organizing events, talking to the actual creators in sort of a Discord open chat, or having people being able to listen in as they explain their plan with technical detail would be nice as well. And that's typically what you'd get on like a white paper. So Squibbles Workforce is phase 2. This is our vision of creating genuine and effective passive income, a source for Squibble holders. Our current plan is to set aside 15% of all secondary market royalty revenue into a Squibble treasury. Holders will have the opportunity to apply for positions within the community. Okay, that's not really passive. If you're, I mean, this part sounds like you're applying for a job, right? So if you're applying for a job, that means you're probably going to have to do something. So that's not really passive income. That's, you know, that's active income. So already kind of, unless I'm reading that incorrectly, but that's what it sounds like to me. Different positions can generate different revenue payouts on a bi-weekly basis, as holders would be able to contribute to the project with their strong suits. Not only, I don't know what that means, strong suits. Not only would this create a stronger community dynamic, but it would also ensure long-term stability of the project. If we all work together as a team, and hold each other accountable, we will be an unstoppable force in the NFT space. I mean, if that were true, that would be kind of cool. I don't see how this is passive. It seems like you'd be working a position of some sort. And I'm not even going to say that that's wrong or bad if you were to be doing that. But one, not really passive. And secondly, where are you getting this money from? Like, I get that you're getting it from the secondary market, but it's not eternally flowing. There must be some sort of other means, like a game or something, or, you know, a voxel plan, you know, something else that you kind of plan to do to, you know, keep the hype and the revenue flowing, which doesn't seem to be illustrated in this part. Maybe later on in it. Let's go to phase 3. Exclusive holder benefits. Owning a Squibble will have numerous benefits. Our team is keen on continued efforts in taking care of our holders. We want to continue to maintain an environment where it's the best for our holders' interests. We plan to always monitor the best upcoming NFT launches, along with feedback from our holders, to find projects that may have exclusive whitelists. We plan to make our best efforts in providing these whitelist spots to our holders. This way, our holders won't need to put effort in other communities in order to obtain a spot on their whitelist. First of all, if you enjoy another community and another project, by all means, go in there, go in their Discord, go in their community, enjoy yourself, get to know people, have fun. But secondly, I don't know how, like, this is great, but you're gonna put in all this effort again. Where are you getting all the money from, and to spend your time observing other communities and other NFT launches to obtain whitelist spots? It seems a little too good to be true that you can find this one spot, and then these guys are gonna do all this work, and you get to really just sit back, relax, and reap in the rewards. Are they gonna, with all their whitelist opportunities, are they gonna be flipping NFTs regularly to generate more income for themselves? Because I just don't see where they're getting anything out of it aside from the initial buy, and that's not gonna last forever. So what's the plan for continued revenue buildup to help sustain the community as well? This is, let's see, doubling down on Squibbles with a private networking group for Squibble holders is being planned in an effort to bridge the gap between the metaverse and the real world. You can meet tons of people that you can collab with and start a new venture. I mean, that would be pretty cool. How are you going to get them in there? What's going to drive them to that spot is the fact that everyone's got a Squibble. You know, the idea is there. It's not necessarily that this is impossible. It's kind of like a Bored Apes, you know. It's a specific NFT that you can get exclusive invites to certain places, so it's not impossible. I mean, and if you did have the 200,000 plus Discord members that this boasts, it would be believable if it wasn't so unbelievable. This is something that has not been done in the NFT space before, and it is our way of paving a new road in the greater community. We are making a shift from discouraging derivative-based projects to motivating people in getting creative and inspiring others with their own work. In doing so, we are allowing holders to have full IP rights to their Squibbles. That's not new. I don't know why they're saying that that's new. Or they're saying in doing so, we are allowing... Oh, okay. So they're trying to push people's creativity and inspire others to do other things. And they'll be providing you full IP rights to their Squibbles. That's not new. That's something that a lot of NFTs do. I have NFTs like that. And having free range to do whatever they want with it as long as it meets our guidelines, rather than restricting people in creating derivative collections to Squibbles. We plan to act as a launchpad for them. Why, you may ask? Because we thoroughly believe in decentralizing the decentralization of the NFT space. Furthermore, we believe that any derivative collection will only bring more eyes and attention to its parent collection team. Win-win. We also don't plan on only helping derivative-based projects. I tell you, we're helping more than just derivative-based projects. Yeah, making a shift from this. Never mind. We also don't plan on only helping derivative-based projects. We plan on establishing a launch pad for any type of project that our community presents to us. This is how we plan on supporting these projects. So they do plan on, according to what they're about to say here, because I read a little bit about this before, is that they have like a Launchpad like protocol, I guess, if you want to, for any type of project to help kind of skyrocket up and help give it boost and help support it. They're giving 15% of all secondary market sales to help fund that. Obviously, they say it in here that they can't fund every project, so collectively, the people in the community will decide who they're going to back. And now, phase 5. The store, the Squibble store, is planned to be a marketplace where you can buy both physical goods as well as digital goods, metaverse ready items. We plan on having everything from t-shirts to coffee mugs for all our supporters to rock. Squibble holders would be able to receive discounts from all items in our store as well. So that's there's the roadmap. I mean, to be honest, I'm not even going to say that all of it sounds terrible, because it doesn't all sound terrible. Some of the stuff in there does sound pretty cool if you were actually going to do it. So on their Twitter, you can find a couple of their so-called co-founders. One of them is William over here, co-founder of Squiggles, lover of Doodles 7578. I guess that's that one. But his tweets only go up to about Jan 21st. Now, I think you can delete tweets. I don't spend a lot of time on Twitter. So, maybe I'm not looking in the right spot, or maybe he deleted some of his tweets, but that's as far back as I can see. And that's pretty much it for him. He said something about McDonald's being great because he loves McDonald's. And that's it for him. The next one, Arslan is, latest tweet was 16 hours ago saying, "Good night. Retweet these if you want a Squiggles whitelist," which I found really, really weird. So there's this photo of this person here, which says very happy, but this pic says otherwise. I'm assuming this is him, whoever the owner of this account is, and he's got an Instagram here. The Instagram has 61.5k followers and only 2 photos. I don't know if anybody's been on Instagram here who's watching. Of course you have. It is not that easy to get 61.5k followers with 2 images. And they're not even great images. This one in a rock, on a rock. This one when he's in front of a big rock on the ocean, and this one which is it looks like a photo of a photo. And I don't even know if any of these look like the guy I was just looking at. They could be. Got the same facial hair, so it could be. But even when I googled image that guy, nothing came up. It immediately went, and he's followed by Metafrog Business Club, which we all discovered was also not a top-notch NFT project. No, I wonder if he has something to do with the Metafrog's Business Club project. You know what? This just helps. This doesn't help his case for me. That's for sure. If we go over here, though, I saw a video. Some of this stuff is kind of cool. That they got going on here, like this one. There's his face, and I saw like this thing was pretty cool. Let's speed that up because I was really I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, if you really made that, that's pretty dope. But what I didn't understand was I saw this over here, and it essentially says, so pre-sale the 20th of Jan, public sale the 21st of Jan. Was this not about Squiggles? It was. Hey, Squiggle fans, you ready? Yeah, well, of course this is about Squiggles. What am I saying? I saw the rest of it, and it ends with Squiggles. So there's this, but there's also him asking 16 hours ago for who wants, not the good night part. On Jan 26, retweet this if you want a Squiggle at Squiggles whitelist. I'm assuming that means for Squiggles, unless this is one of those things that they were talking about in the roadmap where it said we will be on the look for other whitelist opportunities. Potentially, maybe, yeah, could be. Not a lot of tweets, retweets, comments, or likes for 56.5k followers. His does go a lot further back than the 21st of Jan, like the other one does. But it's very ironic that the other guy seems to have started on the 21st of Jan, considering the fact, well, his tweets end there, and the Squiggles original announcements were the 21st 20th for the white sale and the 21st or for the public sale or whatever, right? So, right, we're going to give away 10 white sales on this tweet. So, and you go to their Discord, it all says to be determined in terms of a mint, in terms of a launch, in terms of anything. So, I can't find any websites, I can't find any white papers, I can't find anything but big numbers, big plans, and a couple images on Twitter showcasing some pretty decent looking NFTs. My only issue is the fact that whenever I see projects that have this level of following on both Discord, and because the numbers are always the same, by the way, like, or at least roughly close. If you go back to some of my other ones, they tend to always be like 149K, like always like 240K in the Discord. It always seems to be that number every single time I ever come across one of these. And again, if they don't have a white paper, if they don't have a website, if there's really no team that you can find anywhere, like let me look on the side here again to see if they even mention a team section. No, not really, just a bunch of random stuff that pretty much all these Discords that are pushing projects that I've covered like this tend to have, and nothing of real substance there. Now, could I be completely wrong? Fucking yeah, I could be completely wrong. This could be the greatest project that ever existed in the history of mankind. But when I hear things about them doing all this work to find you whitelist spots and all this stuff, and you're not really gonna have to do anything really, if it sounds too good to be true, most likely it often is. I gave you an example by looking at Dice-Stow Apes. Like, that's the kind of stuff you're looking for. There's detail in there. You can find, there's a team that you can start researching. Even if all the links are not there, you can at least start to research a team. They've got assets that you can see throughout their Twitter. Granted, they've been around a little bit longer. Yes. But it doesn't matter. Even when they first came out, they had a lot of information. They had ways that you could verify who they were. And this place doesn't have much of anything else. Mint price to be determined, launch price to be determined. So could I be wrong? Again, yes, I could be wrong. Do your own research, as you always should. But even as I, did a quick search into this, there's not really much to go off of. There's not really much to tell you. I would not suggest, proceed with extreme caution when doing this kind of project. Look for stuff like Dice-Stow Apes. Look for stuff that's got all these going on, so you can actually sit there and you can actually really invest your time. Because if you're gonna invest your money, you should damn well be investing your time. All right, guys. There's really nothing more to say about that. Again, they couldn't even get a verification from this as well. Not that you need this. These verifications don't necessarily mean it's a good project, but it's just one more thing to add to the list of potential problems I see with a project like this. So I don't want you guys just diving into these things without knowing that, make sure that when you're looking at these projects, it's got some significance to it. And if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And if you ever see these kind of numbers, again, you go over to Dice-Stow Apes. I showed you, I showed you kind of what their following look like and the kind of assets that they're having. And with all that stuff going on, and they still only have about 30K followers, 149K followers, that's already a big red flag. Their Discord having over 200,000 followers, those are giant red flags. All right, guys, take from that what you will. Make sure to do your own research, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.